sprucing up their properties. The praise came from Tourism Minister Richard Seeley. He was speaking during the official reopening of the Yellow Bird Hotel last evening. Over 30 properties have been refurbished this year, a move welcomed by Tourism Minister Richard Seeley. He believes the development has been facilitated by amendments to the Tourism Development Act. The Tourism Minister sees refurbishments as domestic investments, which are key to maintaining the island's overall tourism package.
We need to see our local hoteliers comfortable with taking risk, sitting down in front of a bank manager or someone like Timothy and signing a note and preparing to invest in improving our offerings, because that is something that is critical. We are a mature destination and much of our infrastructure needs to be rejuvenated. And it is quite heartening to see how many of our hotels are responding to that opportunity.
Officials at the Yellow Bird Hotel spent $2.5 million refurbishing the St. Lawrence Gap property earlier this year. General Manager Jita Chatrani explained some of the changes.
This was for a complete facelift to 14 studios, 1 penthouse suite, and our public areas, including the lobby, front desk, restrooms, and restaurant. We also added a hospitality room and a luggage room for our guests' convenience.
Mr. Seeley believes the newly renovated boutique hotel will be beneficial to the island and the South Coast.
We all know the Gap had gone through a period where we were concerned at the number of not only hotels but restaurants, etc., that had closed. We're seeing a renaissance in St. Lawrence Gap, and that is very encouraging, not only for the South Coast but for Barbados' tourism, because of the importance of the St. Lawrence Gap area and, should I say, the wider South Coast.
The Yellow Bird Hotel has won several awards, including the TripAdvisor Certificate of Excellence for 6 consecutive years. The National Union of Public Workers is pressing government to pay outstanding monies owed to the staff of the Grantley Adams International Airport Incorporated. The matter, according to the NUPW, dates back to 2010. In a statement, General Secretary Rosalind Smith said Gaia Inc. owes a 3.5% increase from a wage settlement. She says staff was asked to hold strain on the second tranche as their counterparts in the public service did not receive a wage increase. The NUPW boss says Gaia Inc., a private company in which government is the sole shareholder, made profits each year for the past 5 years but failed to honor the agreement to pay its staff. Efforts to get a comment from management of Gaia have proved futile. There's more concern being expressed about the pace and efficiency of Barbados' justice system. This time it's coming from the European Union's ambassador to Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean, Michael Barford.
During the year, there's been constant complaints regarding the delays in the dispensing of justice via the court system in Barbados. Even Barbados' final court of appeal, the Caribbean Court of Justice, chimed in as it dealt with a case that took more than 25 years to be decided. And there are people on remand for more than 5 years. That was something I also realized when I visited Her Majesty Dot's prison a year and a half ago. And I mean, when you're on remand for more than 5 years, surely we cannot talk about normal justice.
In this regard, Mr. Barford is calling for speedy trials for accused persons and those on remand.
You know the famous maxim that justice delayed is justice denied. We believe that innovative ways can be found to ease the gridlock within the criminal justice system. We also think, and that was something that came out of my prison visit as well, that there is a need for a parole system and a rehabilitative system to support the released prisoners to address the high incidence of recidivism that you find in Barbados.
Christmas shopping in and out of Bridgetown is picking up. Ryan Broom has that story.
As the Christmas season continues, the shopping is intensifying at commercial hubs around the island, and there are several malls outside of Bridgetown which are seeing their share of increased activity. CBC visited Sky Mall, which a number of people say is their preferred place to shop because its environment is more comfortable and safe, while there's convenient parking as well.
In town, you know, hustle and bustle and the heat. I work in the heat all year long, so when I get a chance to evade the sun, I do that. I passed through Bridgetown last week and I did not like it, so I came here to make it easier.
At Henrietta's Closet, one employee told us that apart from a number of dedicated customers, business has been slower than expected.
I think a lot of people don't have a lot of money to spend. They want to spend, but they don't have the money. And they've been telling us that.
Over at Sheraton Mall, things look a little more hectic. Owner of Gifts and Things, Wendy Trehane, says this season has been off and on. She, however, expects a rush of patrons as Christmas Day comes closer.
A lot of people do wait to the last minute. We were told that some people were paid very late, and so that also is contributing to a late start to the holiday. But those who basically had a disposable income, basically they did start.
The team also visited busy Bridgetown to see how it compared with the malls. Both vehicular and foot traffic were heavy, and businesses were generally pleased with this year's sales.
It started off kind of slow, but like I said, it's gradually picking up.
Owner of Dollar Savers, Zumeng Gu, says this year is on par with and in some ways even better than last year. In addition, he's pleased about the attention government is paying to safety in the city. In his opinion, Bridgetown remains the place preferred by shoppers. Another vendor, Michelle, who sells on Busby Alley just off Swan Street, is pleased with the changing relationship between police and the vendors. She says there's been an improvement, unlike before when they were often at odds. Michelle also believes shoppers get a better deal in the city.
We're going to sell more cheaper items. The persons out of town, they're going to pay double the price of stuff because they want a parking. And they have parking in town. We would encourage them to come back to town because Bridgetown have everything that Sheraton and the other malls have, but we get it at a better price.
All in all, Barbadians seem to be in a merry mood for Christmas, and it's being reflected in their spending, much to the delight of merchants. Ryan Broom, CBC News.
Well, there's more news ahead, but first we want to hear from you on this question. Do you think enough hoteliers are investing in their properties? Text yes or no to short code 8111. Those results at the end of the news.
Christmas at all, 'cause I remember when you were here and all the fun we had last year. Pretty lights on the tree, I'm watching them shine. You should be here with me, baby, please come home.
'Tis the season and Byko is giving you great holiday specials. All flavors of 4-liter Byko Value Pack ice cream for $34.99 and delicious Double Delight 2.5 liters for just $36.99. All prices are VAT inclusive and available from participating outlets. And the Byko Direct Outlet for a limited time only. Christmas just isn't the same without Byko ice cream. So stock up now. Happy holidays from all of us at Byko. This offer is not available from Byko Mobilers.
Sale, sale, sale at Shoemax. The place to go for ladies' footwear is Shoemax at Dowell's House, Palmetto Street. For work, casual, school, and wide-width shoes for maximum value on lady shoes and selected items for only $29.95. Go to Shoemax, Dowell's House, Palmetto Street.
The Caribbean Broadcasting Corporation wishes to advise that its MCTV, accounts, and the sales and marketing departments will all be closed to business on Thursday, December 24th at 12 noon. Business will resume as normal on Monday, December 28th. We thank you for your understanding. Happy holidays from CBC.
An immunization survey on children in Barbados is underway. Its purpose is to validate the officially reported vaccination coverage data for the country. Public health nurses will be visiting selected homes and schools to examine the green cards or books of children up to 5 years old to ensure they're fully vaccinated. Visits to schools will focus on examining the green cards of older children, and parents should ensure they send the cards to the schools when asked to do so by teachers. Nurses will be carrying the appropriate identification from the Ministry of Health. The survey will end on Friday, January 29th, and all information collected will be kept confidential. Well, for the first time in history, Barbados was represented at the Christmas Carol Festival in Nigeria. Approximately 25 members of the Voices of Barbados participated in the event. Well, CBC caught up with some of the members who returned last evening at the Grantley Adams International Airport. One of the members, musician Sheldon Hope, shared some details of the trip.
Most of the time was spent flying to get there, so it was really just 1.5 days that we had of Nigeria, and obviously because of for security reasons we were under security a lot for the time that we were there, convoyed to and from the hotel to the stadium, so we didn't really get to see much. We weren't allowed because of security reasons, but it really was, we were treated extremely well. That's the truth. I have no complaints outside of the 15 hours flying back and forth.
Mr. Hope also described the event, which featured several gospel performances, as an invaluable cultural lesson.
I think it really opened a lot of doors, and it really exposed us to the African culture, which I really will do some more research on, because I was very taken by how they approach music and how they really engage and sing and dance, and we are too stiff. We are. Compared to them, we are stiff. So we got some work to do in that regard.
Well, the Christmas spirit spread to the St. James South constituency over the weekend, with the 6th caroling on the Green event. For several hours, residents were treated to performances from groups and schools in the constituency, Promise, as well as the Royal Barbados Police Force Band. Parliamentary representative for the area, Donville Innes, says the event seeks to showcase local talent and provide a traditional Barbadian Christmas atmosphere.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is all about seeking to bring some true Barbadian family life in Christ back into Christmas. I'm sure many of you don't miss going into Bridgetown this evening and shopping, but rather would have preferred, and certainly as manifested here, to be here this evening, where you can sit with your family, your loved ones, and those who are visiting from the island, to enjoy the warmth and the hospitality of Christmas here on Wanstead Hill.
And the St. James South MP wants to expand the event next year.
We promise every year to do a little bit better and make it a little bit bigger. And that is certainly in the cards for the year 2016. I expect next year, as we celebrate our 50th year of independence as a country, we'll also be able, at Christmas time next year, right here in Wanstead, to bring an even bigger true Barbadian Christmas spirit here on the Hill.
The opposition Barbados Labour Party brought the Christmas cheer to some of its supporters last evening with its Christmas party. The Plantation Garden Theatre came alive as members danced the night away to live performances from several acts, including RPB and John King. In her short address, party leader Mia Motley said the party is united and aware of the hardships facing some families.
I can never promise you that the road will not be without obstacles, but I can always promise you that we will rise to every challenge, and that we will keep our eyes gazed on the mission ahead of us, and that once we work together, Barbados will be great again, and each and every one of you will provide opportunities for your children.
Barbadian songstress Rihanna is among a list of celebrities with whom the company 11 Paris has settled a lawsuit over image rights. The pop stars jointly sued the company in October, accusing it of brazenly selling shirts, hats, backpacks, mobile phone cases, and other items featuring their faces without permission. 11 Paris, which owns a small chain of shops, said in a statement that an amicable agreement had been found. The other artists were Beyoncé, Jay-Z, Kanye West, and Pharrell Williams. Well, still to come, a look at some of the stories making headlines across the region. But first, a reminder that we want to hear from you on this question. Do you think enough hoteliers are investing in their properties? Text yes or no to short code 8111. The results at the end of the news. And remember, you can also follow us on Twitter at CBC_newsroom, as well as on our Facebook page, CBC News Barbados.
It's breaking news. We're here at Courts, where we've just found out that there are golden tickets worth $10,000 to be won every day for 24 days.
Really? Every day?
$10,000?
I could win? Every day? Of course, that is what she said, yes. 24 years? I like her.
Remember, with every $999 spent, you get a chance to claim the golden ticket at any Courts store. Courts, bringing value home.
This is how we flow. All the offers are quite exciting, and the prizes will leave you smiling. Everybody's got a cheerful glow.
Get 2 months of free movies and more when you sign up for Flow TV this Christmas.
Ho, 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 ho! This Christmas, 8 lucky customers will win $500 each from Mark's Auto Spares.
Simply spend $50 or more for your chance to win.
And the draw taking place December the 31st. Don't be a moon donkey or a Nafanarian and miss this opportunity to win.
You can go to Bel Air St. George,
Darriston Plaza Spooner's Hill, Salter St. George, or 6 Roads in St. Philip.
Mark Auto Spares, number one. Auto Spares in Barbados, dashing through the snow.
Oh, shut up! Dashing through the snow wall.
Get the boost you need with the Magnum Tonic Wine Half Hour every Saturday evening at 6 p.m. That's the Magnum Tonic Wine Half Hour right here on 98.1 The One. Magnum Tonic Wine. Energy when you need it.
Police in the Dominican Republic have recaptured one of the men on the country's